Well, you just never know what's going to take the internet by storm.
Oh my gosh.
You can't
Are we going
guess.
to talk about this?
The whole world is talking about it, and it shouldn't be as big of a deal. That's why I think it's strange that you just don't know what will take the internet by storm. It's always weird, random
It is.
thing. Like,
but I think we all, the key thing here is everybody loves an embarrassing moment. At a party, when someone falls through a chair.
Yeah. When a buddy asks if a lady's pregnant by saying, "What's going on down there?"
What's going on down there? When two people get on a kiss cam and act the most awkward ever, it's like, what's happening?
And we just have to say that couple would have been fine if they just would have rolled with it.
I know, because have you heard of the Streisand effect?
No.
Okay. You don't understand.
I mean, I'm so sorry. Yes, I have heard that and I know what it is. How does that? My no was in relation to this situation.
So, Kiss Cam couple from the Coldplay concert, talk about alliteration. Oh my gosh. They are connected to Barbra Streisand because years ago, there was this little fellow scientist wanting to study coastal erosion in California. And he took like drone footage. It could have been even earlier than drones. Could have been like helicopters, old cameras, coastline. They were like recording the whole coastline to check on drone footage. And she found out like that her private residence was in this footage. And she didn't think that it was appropriate for her house to be in this like scientific footage because I think it was going to be open to the public. And in the act of trying to keep it private, I don't know if it was a lawsuit or just like complaints or whatever, the news found out. It became this whole story.
Swept the world.
Yeah, it did. And it became known as the Streisand effect when you're trying to keep something private, and by doing so, it gets really, really public. And so this couple, by trying to like hide their faces in the moment and acting so sketch and awkward in front of everybody, drew so much attention to themselves. And
they were just so caught off guard. I mean,
that friend wasn't caught off guard. She was sitting face first on that balcony like,
she's like, busted,
this is happening.
They got him. Yeah,
and I'm on the camera too. If
they just would have been like, wave, thumbs up, whatever, whoever was in that arena, the odds that they would pick out that couple, even though he's like a CEO or whatever, like people don't know. You just had hanging out at a Coldplay concert. So the odds that anybody would even recognize them would be nil. I mean, almost
minimal.
Zero. And the odds that they would release that when's the last time you've watched a Coldplay live concert?
I've never done that.
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
But it's just wild that the whole world is,
But like now,
even
even small town baseball stadiums are like putting Coldplay Kiss Cams.
No, it's a thing.
Now it's like a whole thing where the couple is like got their arms around each other. They see it and they're ducking away.
And newscasters, I saw two guys, like two weathermen or whatever on a newscast. Weathermen, or I guess they were like news anchors.
Okay.
Maybe one was a weatherman, but it just like the camera panned and they were kind of like, they're in their suits with their mics and doing this. And they like run away and then, but it's this whole thing that, and you also realize like this will lock in the minds of sketchy cheaters around the country because they're like, I could do maybe a movie, maybe dinner, no live sporting events of any kind. Like you can't do it.
No.
Do you see how many people were at that concert? Thousands. That they would hone in on that couple. Also, very unfair that Coldplay has taken so many strays. I've seen so many comments.
What do you mean?
They're just like, man, this is going to be, it's so unfair and so shocking when this guy's wife finds out that he's a fan of Coldplay. Like it's so many, they've caught so many strays and that's not fair because their first 3 albums are a work of art. If you listen to it, I don't remember them. I remember 2 of the 3. It's like Parachutes, A Rush of Blood to the Head, and X and Y. I think I just got it in 3. If you listen to those albums 3 in a row, this is like early 2000 to 2004 or 5. That's a masterpiece. It's when they were a full band before they went full pop and went off to like whatever they're doing now.
Well, they're like
Great
Sgt.
music.
Pepper Mimic moment was really
that was the
awkward.
album after X and Y.
And that's when some marketing guru was like, guys, I got a great plan. This is what we're going to do. To bring you back into the future, we're going to look to the past. I mean, it was
that
very
was their
dumb.
4th album. And
it was not good.
It was never the same after that. And they got all Technicolor, Joseph of the Technicolor Dreamcoat jackets. And like, it just, but when they were just a British band, great.
I agree.
Amazing. And people hate. I would see Coldplay live. I wouldn't like their new stuff, but if they threw back to like anything off Parachutes, my favorite songs of all time by them is off of X and Y. Probably one of my top 10 favorite songs ever is Fix You. I think off X and Y. Dude, goosebumps
they sure
every time it goes to that tear stream down your face.
Yeah.
And the guitars going and the oh man, it's just a work of art. So cinematic.
And so sad too that the people who have been hurt by this scenario cannot cry to these breakup songs like Fix You.
Can't do it.
And all the others, because now Coldplay is forever ruined.
That's it. Yeah.
Pretty sad.
It is. Melody's over there probably like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I Googled it because I have no clue what you guys are talking about at all.
No, it's just sad. People do this sad stuff all the time. It's just you're not busted in such a grandiose way. And then it just captures the internet by storm. And then here we are on our podcast talking about it.
Are they already making shirts on it?
Just like everybody else.
They're already making t-shirts with those people's face?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's so...
A lot of t-shirts.
It's ridiculous.
A lot of t-shirts.
So his comment, like he made a comment that I read, and he apologizes to his wife, family, and workmates in the same sentence, which was, I don't know, in poor taste.
Yeah.
However, he kind of does a generic apology, and at the very end he's like, but I'm kind of mad y'all are talking about my private stuff in the public without my consent. But I mean, when you go into public, I think you take away the power of privacy because it's the area of the public.
Got busted. I don't think you're allowed to blame anybody for anything. So that was in very poor taste.
Poor taste. I agree with you.
Yeah. I don't feel sorry for that guy. I feel sorry for his kids.
His family.
Feel sorry for his wife. Feel sorry for his brothers. His close friend. I mean, like people who are like really like trusted and love that family. That stuff's always sad. But we don't talk about sad stuff on this podcast. We talk about happy, funny things.
Oh my gosh.
We just had to get that out of the way.
Yeah. It was a moment this weekend, and now it's probably done. Everybody's talking about something else next weekend.
So let me hit you with this.
Okay.
If AI took your job, right? It was gone. What other career would you want to get into? If you're just like all the nursing, the navigator stuff, I actually don't even fully understand your job and all the stuff you do. But like, let's just say AI takes that and it's just like, hey, the industry's done. Like you can go anywhere in the country. You can't work in this nursing, medical, future management, whatever it may be. Just like all the things that you know, can't do it.
Oh, well, I do see that technology will outwork certain roles within the medical field. Technology is not going to be able to hook up IVs.
No, this isn't a serious question.
Things like that.
Of if it's going to happen. It probably won't.
Okay.
This is a fun.
Oh, hypothetical.
We're just playing. This is our sandbox.
I like these.
We're playing in the space.
You know I like these kinds of questions.
I'm trying to get to know you better. If you couldn't do what you've been trying to do for so many years, went to school for, do a great job at, if that was gone, what else do you think you do? What career do you think would... If you could... It's kind of like starting over. Like at our age, it's like we're kind of halfway through our work life. But if it's like, hey, this last third...
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to mix it up. What would you do?
Okay, this is so out of the blue, but I was talking about this with a friend the other day, and I was joking around that if something happened and I couldn't go to work anymore, I would open a daycare for like newborn to 2-year-olds, and I would have like 5 newborn to 2-year-olds, 3 to 5, maybe just 4 for like symmetry's sake. Because I love babies so much, and all these little fellas, nobody can talk yet. You can sing them cute songs, can play fun music, and you get all the snuggles, and you can get nap trapped all the time. And then after the day is done, they go back to mom and dad, whatever, you go about your day. But like, that would be so fun.
Really?
Yeah.
It would be very loud.
Now, if we're talking about,
stinky,
but however, if we're talking like big picture dreams, I would want to be some type of like travel and food blogger. I would go different places. I would talk about them. I would eat the food. I'm an adventurous eater, as we know. I have had balut. I have had scorpion. I've had all these weird things when I've traveled. Frog legs.
You haven't had snake yet. We need to get you to eat snake.
Not had snake. But yeah, like being a food blogger, travel writer, and traveling to all the places, I would totally do that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Also, alternate universe, I was telling the girls this morning, I was like, man, your dad is so perfect. Amazing. Our life is great. I wouldn't change anything for the world.
But now, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, however, here's the truth. You ignore everything before the but. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. He's not born into British aristocracy, and he doesn't have a castle.
The last time I checked, neither one of those.
So, that's your one flaw. You're not born into British aristocracy. I cannot be like, a lady of the realm.
No.
And have like a castle that I give tours to.
Mm-mm.
No,
we can't do that. I would be different. I would probably be better looking.
A hermit.
But I would probably not have a very good sense of humor.
What, if you were in British aristocracy?
No. I think if you just could put me in that world, I think my humor comes from like working on a roofing job site with a bunch of roofers at 16 years old during my summer break. And
it doesn't come from the halls of Eton College.
It comes from like really hard, horrible jobs with at times horrible people that you learn to survive in, and just being in sports and you know what I mean? Just jabbing each other. Like it just develops like a certain level of...
Well, and the British wit is so wonderful, and we love their sense of humor, like that dry sense of humor.
I do love
it.
dry sarcasm.
But that is House of Commons humor. That is the regular people, not House of Lords, British aristocracy. Oh, Muffy and I are going to the polo match later. You know, it's not that. No.
Well, sorry, I'm not born into royalty.
I suppose I'll forgive you.
What would I do? Oh, thanks so much for asking. What I would do is probably something that is a little bit more, as I've heard people say, neck down. My job now in management is very neck up. Everything I do, it's just my brain. You could just encase my head in like a robot, and I could probably do my job. So I think maybe something that's a combination of like neck up and neck down, like to do something physical. And I think I would actually probably revert back to
music.
Yes. So, whether it's production, live performance. And when I was much younger, like right when we were meeting, I did a lot of private lessons.
Oh yeah, you did a lot of private lessons.
Instruments.
For music.
And that brought a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment, especially like younger people. I mean, it was always kind of annoying when you're teaching kids who don't want to learn. They're just there because their parents told them, and like there's no fire, there's no drive. But when you get a young kid that comes in and they're like, I want to learn guitar, I want to learn piano, I want to learn drums, like whatever it was, I would always say, okay, but what do you want to do with it? You know?
Right.
And they're like, what do you mean? Like, well, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to be in a band? Do you want to play your favorite song? Do you just want to do something, just to jam in your room? Like, what do you want to do? And then I would take that and I would say, okay, we're going to fast track you to do that thing. But at the same time, for every bit of that we're going to do, you're going to learn the nuts and bolts. You're going to learn music theory, like the boring stuff that would probably knock you out.
Right.
Because that happened with me a little bit when I started on piano, is I had an incredible piano teacher, so sweet, but my parents just drugged me there, and there was so much theory. It was so hard. I had to do recitals. I wish there was a little bit of like...
You did piano recitals?
Yeah.
Is there footage of this?
Oh, I was very little. It would be on Dad's camcorder.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, probably. Dude, we need to
Joey
unearth...
at a piano? Dun,
yes.
dun, 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 dun.
We need to unearth some camcorder footage. Oh my gosh, the funniest camcorder footage though is our original house that we lived in. And,
with your weird bedroom?
And
it wasn't weird. It was just you didn't like it.
It was placed...
You were far away from the rest of the family.
So there were two normal bedrooms and a bathroom, and that was like mom and dad and my sister. I was on the other side of the house, like through the dining room, through the family room, by the street, is in the corner. It was a cool bedroom, but I was so far away, and I had...
And you were just a little fella, and you didn't like it.
Night terrors in the house, and I was always so afraid to go tell my parents because it was...
You had to walk so far.
The longest walk in the dark, so I would just sit there and be terrified. Anyway... That wasn't camcorder footage of me being a terrified little kid. It was me. My dad had his camcorder. He was always a camcorder guy.
Still is to this day.
Loves himself some video.
Loves video footage.
Any gift, doesn't matter what it is. It can be the lame gift.
Cameras on.
The whole time.
Excited
He's
to
just
see.
there. He's always done that. Used to be the big camcorders. But he was camcordering something in the house. and you just heard this just knock, just like so loud.
Okay.
And it was me stubbing my toe, and I fell down, and I was little, probably a crooked bowl cut, and I was just screaming and crying, and my dad was just laughing, and he was filming me because he's funny.
He is
and
funny.
I was just like, I hate you, I hate. And like the more I was yelling at him and crying and telling him I hated him, he just kept laughing because it was just so funny and ridiculous. It's like, dude, like.
But like nothing has changed. You still annually or sometimes biannually stub your toes so bad, and then
broken a few.
But now the people laughing at you is me and the kids.
Yeah,
and you're just like, and you're melting.
It hurts so bad.
Because how come stubbing a toe? It's like an Achilles heel for every human being.
I don't think it matters which one you hit. I think the little one is the worst. But I've broken a few.
You've broken all of your toes.
Yeah, the tape helped a lot. I usually just let it go. When the last one I broke, when you taped the toes together.
I have to tell the fam on the pod that Joe doesn't ever really take my medical advice.
Nah.
Ever. And we know this. We've talked about this. But this most recent summer, he stubbed his toe so bad. And he's like, babe, I think I broke my toe. And I was like, well, okay, because you just never know. Then I saw it. And you basically had like a little purple toe. It's like somebody had just dipped your toe in paint. It was like black and blue and purple and swollen. I was like, ooh, yep, probably. But you let me buddy tape your toe to your neighbor toe, and then it helped you.
I just squeaked. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You might think one day, just through, like, I'm speaking to the men. Maybe you're a young man. You're like, one of these days, I'm gonna be like have testosterone. I'm going to be like old and wise and cool and chiseled. Dude, I have a blemish here. I have a zit. My voice just cracked and I'm 42 years old.
Right.
It doesn't change. No, it's still here. I don't know what that is, but like it can just sneak up. And when your voice cracks, like, I don't know why that's so funny. When it happens to like a teenager or a 20-year-old, I'm like, hey man, like we all go through that like voice change. When you see a grown man, especially like a grown man with a beard, and he's just like, hey, like his voice goes, I can't not acknowledge it or smile at it. And it's just my immature humor. Like,
well, and I think it's not like, oh, haha, I'm laughing at you. It's just across the board joyful.
Oops, you're going through puberty. Like as an adult, man, you can't
Mel
change
and I
it.
were talking about that the other day. I was like, when I was young, I thought, okay, I'll go through teenage years. I'll have pimples. It'll be fine. I'll get on the other side. And I did know in my life a couple grownups who I would occasionally see have pimples. And I was like, well, maybe they had it really bad. No, it's everybody. Like when you grow, you still deal with all of that stuff.
I think mine's stress induced.
Oh, probably.
But maybe not. I don't know. People just say that. So my brain went in a couple directions like that I didn't plan. First off, I was talking about teaching music lessons, and I remember years ago in the place I taught out of a music store. I had a little room there, but the coolest story I can remember out of that actually wasn't teaching music. It was when I stopped teaching music, and I was walking past that place, and the guy that owned it, my buddy John, was like, "Hey, dude, come here." And I got to meet. I've met several celebrities in my life. I would say this was the most down-to-earth, cool celebrity that I'll always appreciate having a few moments with. Yeah. So he's like, hey man, come here. I was just walking past the street. He happened to notice me. John's like, hey man, come here. He's like, check it out. And I turned the corner, and then I think he just kind of walked away or whatever. And it was Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, just by himself, jamming on a bass. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? Just had the most casual conversation, and
oh my gosh,
told him I appreciate his music. He was so nice. And he's like, yeah, I'm just, I have a house in Big Sur, so I'm just kind of hanging out.
Probably
I come up here, I get lost
cliffside coastal
lost in the woods and in the forest and just kind of hike. And I was just, I was like,
he was just looking at music.
No, he was playing on a bass,
fun,
just checking it out. And I said, well, what have you been working on musically? And he's like, I've actually been training in classical music. And I was like, well, show me a little bit. And he started playing these like classical pieces and classical scales, and that really inspired me. First off, what a cool guy, so chill. But it just inspired me that like this guy at this time in his life, already rich, already famous, already has notoriety, already incredible bass player, and he was personally challenging himself. Didn't know what he was going to do with it. He's just like, this is a style of music that I'm unfamiliar with,
Right.
and I want to get better. And he was working really hard and taking
Yeah.
lessons. And I was like, that always stuck with me of just like,
I like that mindset that you're never
it's a great
done.
mindset.
You're never done cooking in life.
Yeah. You could be. I think a lot of people just drift, but it's like probably what keeps that guy motivated is not the fame. It's just learning something new within himself and developing himself and stretching himself. So that was just really cool.
Yeah.
Also, if you ever meet a celebrity, like just be normal. Like,
oh my gosh, right?
the easiest thing to do is just, what would I say to this person if I just bumped into them? Meaning, if I walked in and I just saw a guy who's really good at bass, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? What are you playing? Do you like that bass? Just talk about normal stuff like you would talk to normal people.
At the end of the day, even though we know their faces, we don't know them. They're strangers.
Yeah.
And you just talk to them kindly, like we would hope we would talk to a stranger kindly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, okay.
What?
So my brain, okay.
Your brain is going.
My brain is
a billion miles,
billions
and billions
like
of
this.
miles.
Yes, it's whoop. So I was thinking about that music store because I was talking about what I would do. That made me think of that music store in Flea.
Okay.
Which made me think of Big Sur, which now just made me think about how much I miss hiking and miss my motorcycle. Because I sold my motorcycle when we had Melody.
Right.
I believe per your request. I could be wrong.
I think that I initiated that, but we agreed that having an infant, which we lived in an apartment with one off-street parking spot and one sometimes available on-street parking spot. The motorcycle was in a storage unit far away. And I think we just agreed that that was not something that would fit into our life.
I also think
for
it was
safety.
a big safety thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Of just, you're about to be a dad. You're about to have this little one.
Yes.
Who cares where the bike's stored? You should not. Because we
enjoyed
I've
it
had
a lot
friends
together. And I still have my
passed.
leathers from it. And it was great. But like we do know a lot of people that have had accidents.
It's high risk, but high reward. Because when you're and I was always a helmet guy, but man, when you see those old boys cruising on a Harley
with no helmet
and
no coat on,
half of the
and
hair
just
that
like
they
a
have
tank
left,
top,
like a skullet, you know what I mean? Just a bald guy with a big ponytail, just riding it in the wind. It's like, man, just America. You can hear the bald eagles just screaming in the background.
Oh gosh,
it's so cool.
I just smell grody sweat, like that mix of sweat and beer smell.
I miss that motorcycle on Big Sur. Best memory I had ever. Dad flew out. He rented a Harley.
I know.
And we just rode Big Sur that day, just the mountains and ocean. And like, man, if you guys don't know what Big Sur is, listeners, like, go check it out if you ever have time. At least just Google it. Just go look. It's the most gorgeous place.
It's gorgeous.
On planet Earth.
Miss it so
Maybe
much.
Yosemite Falls. I mean, there's like a few places to where it's just like, is this real? But Big Sur is one of those. But man, I miss that bike. Arlen S design, right side drive with the slash pipes, Victory Vegas 8-ball. Oh my gosh, that thing was bad to the bone.
It was fun.
And I haven't had it in 13 years.
I remember you put these really cool handles on that were quite spiky. I mean, that was fun.
I thought it was cool.
It looked cool.
I thought it was tough.
You traded it for a guitar, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think you did. You traded it for a guitar.
A guitar
with your friend
and an amplifier. I traded it for John Mayer's amplifier. I had a two rock. And let me be clear. John Mayer played on this amplifier on the Tonight Show. He
on the exact one you now have.
I got rid of that one too.
Oh, you did?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
But I had John Mayer plays on an amplifier called he did. I have no idea. He's played on Dumble, Two Rock. These are high-end amplifiers. And I guess his gear didn't get to where he needed to be in LA, in the Tonight Show. So a local shop, I'm sure his guys contacted them. This is what John needs. And they're like, hey, we've got this.
Right.
Two Rock was really, really cool. Kind of a rare one. Emerald 50 head, 212 cab, semi-open back.
Of course, a two-tone cab.
Goodness, it was insane. So John Mayer played on this just for the show.
Right.
And then a buddy of mine ended up purchasing it, went to another buddy. So I ended up getting it off the guy who told the story. It was so awesome, so sweet. But I ended up trading it for some. That's the way it is in the music world. Is
you just make trades.
There's a lot of trades, and you get into stuff. And but amp I have now, a Morgan AC20 Deluxe. They haven't made those in a while.
Dude, it's been forever since they've made the Morgan AC20 Deluxe.
Yeah. So, and I miss hiking. Is what I was trying to say.
But I think pause because this conversation through the whole thing just highlights our differences. The fact that you know and love and nerd out over a Morgan AC20 Deluxe and a two-tone dual cab, whatever
not bad.
thingies.
Yeah.
And then the motorcycle and then just all of it. And I'm over here being like, I want to play with babies and grow flowers and travel and eat food. I mean, we're just so different.
It's insane how different we are.
But like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't get bored because
I get excited about random things.
Yeah, it's you, and I just love talking to you about stuff.
I don't always get excited about big things happening in the world. I do every now and then, and we'll talk about it, like the Coldplay Kiss Cam. I'll talk about that. But I want to talk about a certain brand of motorcycle or a certain rare amplifier. Like that stuff's fun.
We give
nobody
each other
else
space.
cares.
We'd give each other space to talk about that stuff. To nerd out. Because I did that the other day in the garden with you.
Yeah.
And you turned to me and you were like, I literally lost you after your third word. I was like, that's all right. I didn't notice.
I was trying to listen, but it just kept going and going. And you were giving me that, like, are you tracking me? I was like, I've been tuned out for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Where are we going?
But
I miss hiking in Big Sur with you.
I miss hiking, and we don't do it anymore. And a lot of it's just the area we live in. But there was something really beautiful.
Flat as a pancake.
It was our first date. It's where I proposed to you. Was hiking.
Yeah, that was like our thing.
So many great memories. Oh, remember when I had the tick?
Yeah,
that might have been one of the last ticks I've had.
Probably was
just right in my chest. Just I'm so sore afterwards.
Yeah.
And then later looked, and it was like halfway inside of my
please don't.
chest.
I literally have
boys, this little feet were kicking out. I think you had to pull it out for me.
I can do a lot. I can't do that. I cannot do bugs.
So
that goes to my childhood.
But when you hike, you're going to run into snakes. You're going to run into ticks.
No.
I'd rather deal with a snake than a tick, personally.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
At least you know where it is.
Well, hopefully.
When it's on the path and you see it. No, that'd be gross.
Yeah.
Can I share a grievance with you?
Please, I got one for you too.
It's quite relevant. Even today relevant.
Oh no. I don't like that.
He has no idea what I'm gonna say.
No, submit your grievance.
I submit that these cups can wash in the dishwasher.
No.
These cups have been washed in the dishwasher ever since we bought them. And you feel that they are better if we're hand washed. Because there are certain items within our home that we have agreed are hand wash only.
Yeah.
And there are certain items that we have agreed are dishwasher friendly. There are other things that we're kind of like, he does his thing, I do my thing. And this is the one that we kind of just like disagree on these cups.
But these cups are special cups to me. These are cheap cups that I bought on Amazon last minute when we were about to launch our podcast.
Yes.
Because I'm like, well, I want something
Welcome
to
behind
drink.
the scenes,
and
fam.
I don't want just a bottle of water, like, you know what I mean? Or a branded thing. I was like, we need a neutral cup that we can, like, I'm drinking coffee now.
Right.
At times water.
It can do hots.
You can put whatever you want in there.
Things.
So I bought these cups and I realized I like these cups. And they're black and they'll fade over time or get beat up in the dishwasher. So that's why I said, hey, these two cups, well, now they're a part of the podcast. It just became hand wash only. It's delicate. Just like our knives, our handmade knives, you don't throw those in the dishwasher. It'll mess them up.
These are mass-produced recycled plastic.
Listen.
Can I butt in?
Yes, please.
I think that they're hand wash only because the dishwasher just doesn't work on them.
Thank you.
I have because I unload the dishwasher and I find Mom's cup with chapstick caked onto the rim.
Yep, and lipstick.
It just doesn't work in the dishwasher. You have to do it by hand.
Thank you. Firstborn.
Well,
my full inheritance is going to go to her. Is that comment?
There goes me. I'm done.
Okay, here's mine. If we're just throwing out grievances.
Okay, throw it out.
Okay,
hit me.
I have a grievance against you.
Okay.
For you, whatever. But I'll start it as a compliment.
Oh.
Yeah, see, yours was just straight grievance.
Straight disagreement.
Yeah. I will say I am very impressed of what you've done with the gardening and landscaping at our house.
Okay.
And it was really nice. It was very Americana, kind of Leave It to Beaver 1950s vibes a couple nights ago.
Oh, yeah.
You were just out working in your garden. It was like late at night, but it was like 8 o'clock, but the sun's still out.
I was trimming the lavender,
really,
fam.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing.
Lavender, live in a beautiful neighborhood. And a little old lady was walking her dog and came by.
Right.
A stranger, and just talking about it.
Oh my gosh, and her dog was so cute.
And she's like, you guys might be up for the best lawn in the neighborhood. Or like, just really sweet.
Very sweet.
And And so you had a proud moment of just like connecting with some little old lady about flowers.
Because
And
that's who I am inside.
no, I know, it was really sweet. And
Yeah.
she embarrassed me a little bit. She was like, and the grass,
No, the edging.
The edging is just impeccable, and looked at me like wink, wink. And I just smiled. I didn't say anything because I've got a guy. I pay a guy, and he's the best. And he really does have the best edging. And
No,
in
he
fairness,
really
it's not
does.
just his stripes. It's probably his edging of why
He's
I
a
continue to
master
pay him.
at his craft.
I've never seen anything like it. And he does it.
How does he do it so
It's
fast?
incredible. And he doesn't even use an edger. It's
No,
just straight.
it's a weed
like
whacker
it's just his
that he
angle.
angles.
You'd have to see it to believe it. I don't know how he does it.
It's
He's been doing this
amazing.
lawn for years, way before we bought the house.
No, we inherited
So,
him
I was a little
in
bit-
his business, and it's been fantastic.
I was embarrassed by that moment because I was a little bit less of a man of like, I don't do anything. Like,
I can't take any credit for anything in this
no,
yard.
I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now, sweet old lady. I'm embarrassed, and my social battery is
oh
run
my
down.
gosh.
I just came by to talk to my wife. I'm not here to meet neighbors. So, so you did a beautiful job.
Okay.
My grievance is
I'm really confused where this is going.
there are 4 sides to this house.
Right.
You do an impeccable job in the front.
Right.
You have your own lush, gorgeous garden on this
the
other
south
side.
side, yeah.
And then the golf course, or the backside, that you did so much work. It looks so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that side killed me this
and
year.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you've not had love since we've lived here with the 4th side. What do you have against the 4th side? It is untouched.
Oh, I'll tell you
it
what I
is
have
unclean.
against the 4th side.
I don't understand. Is this one of those like adopt a highway situations where it's like just Joe Smith, adopt a highway. This is yours to clean, to weed, to trim. It's like a jungle. Like, what is it about that side? I've never asked. This is my grievance / question / compliment on how gifted you are. Go ahead.
Okay, so the 4th side of the house gets very, very little sunlight. And some of the plants that are around our property are the kind that are easy to grow. And you know when someone is listed a house for sale and they call it cozy, what is that a euphemism for? When you say house is cozy and you're listing it, oh, come see this cozy house.
Maybe dated.
Small.
A little.
Small.
Yeah, dated.
Tight, maybe dated, maybe small. When in the plant world, what I'm learning is that when you say something is easy to grow, it means, oh, it'll grow like bananas all by itself. And you have to actually do a lot of work for this because you have to keep it from overcoming and overtaking all of your yard.
So it's deceptive. The easy to grow stuff is gonna
Right.
You're gonna
like
pay
sure,
for it.
It's easy to grow, but it's hard to maintain, like because you have to keep it in control. So that side of the house has a lot of those plants on it. And I am of the mindset, and we've talked about this, that they all need to just be ripped out and have nothing growing on that side, and just maybe put up a really lovely latticework privacy fence to hide some of the more, unsightly things like house, I don't know, utilities, like the garbage can and the AC stuff.
Yep.
And just have no plants over there, not only for ease of use,
Okay.
but for just like that our neighbors on that side of the house, they just can enjoy, because like that side butts up against their beautiful, luscious backdoor patio area.
We're not giving them a great view. That's why I was wondering why.
Do you know how
what you have against that side?
Here's the last part I'll say. I have weeded that side one full time, put down mulch, and weeded it one full time again since the mulch, and I have trimmed those trees. And that's how bad it still looks.
It's crazy. I don't like that side.
I don't either. I want to just cut all of those down and pull their... Now, are you on board with me?
I think we need to hire a landscaper, and they'll try to give us a quote for the whole house. We're like, no. Just this side. Like, why?
How much does it
we
cost?
Don't like it. Nobody wants to touch it.
But do you know, the other day I took him outside and I gave him like this big vision for the front. My vision for that side is to install a concrete patio or concrete walkway from the driveway to the back gate fence.
Your vision was also like a $20,000 project. It just kept growing. And I was like, what are we talking?
For sure.
I thought you were going to be like, maybe we could put a new plant or a bush.
No.
But it developed into our entire front yard. She goes, now picture all this grass going and gone. All the grass is just gone, and it's just a terrace, and I'm like, what? Dude, this is a $20,000 project. What
He really did. He laughed so hard. Like, he was not following me. He looked so lost. And then he's like, well, what about the grass? I was like, oh, there won't be any grass. And he just started laughing and he walked away. No, the thing is, I hear your grievance and I agree with you. I cannot tame that wild side because, listen, we don't even look at it. The one window for our house on that side, you keep fully closed and locked up.
Well, that's my office.
For your fun
and I can't have any. I can't have any light coming in
because it reflects off the computer screen,
off the monitor.
I totally get it.
It's an OLED TV I use as a monitor. It's incredible, highly reflective. Can't have any backlights. But
like, if we don't even have windows that look at that side, like, let's just make it look nice, but not have any maintenance.
We can work on that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll cheers to that. It's a podcast.
I'm not. Did you think I was holding a cup?
No.
But cheers your cup.
Cheers your cup.
Mm-hmm. We've got a few minutes left. I'd love to ask you, why aren't we cruise people? Why are we? We've never been, and I feel like
we talked about
so many friends.
That documentary we watched the other day. We've been invited on cruises, and we've been encouraged to do cruises.
Oh my gosh, we have so many friends that have been on cruises.
If there was maybe the right scenario, and if it was a brief cruise, I might be on board. I did ask you to go on an cross-Atlantic cruise to Europe. I don't know that I would do that anymore.
And what was my response?
You're like, oh, and relive the Titanic?
I said, oh, great. You mean the exact route the Titanic took. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
We're not cruise people because we are not. It comes down to the fact that when we plan vacations, we go where no people are. Like, we try to go somewhere where there's very few people. And
except Disney. Being
stuck in a floating hotel where every room is booked and every amenity is made to service only a few people at a time. Like, I mean, a max capacity hotel, I wouldn't even stay at a max capacity hotel on a regular vacation. Why would I go and be trapped in a hotel that maybe doesn't even have a window at max capacity with all the people?
I wouldn't like that. No. A windowless, like, I feel like I'm in the bow of the Titanic engine room.
The best vacations we've ever taken is when we go someplace that's very unpopular and we sit and eat at local restaurants and we just see the sights and it's very easy and no, like, I don't know, no agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like on a cruise,
you're trapped with a lot of people.
You have to leave your room because there's no window.
No fresh produce coming in on a couple days.
Bro,
I mean,
and do you know what I've heard about cruises?
What's that?
Okay, I heard the most unhinged thing that if a cruise does like a spontaneous ice cream night, it's because they need to use their refrigerators or their freezers for other things. Perhaps there's been an illness or some accidents or some elderly people who do not make it through the entire cruise.
What?
And they need to accommodate.
Keep them on ice?
Sir.
That's not real.
Sir.
No, I don't think that's real.
It's I don't know that I believe it.
So if it's an ice cream night, someone's getting iced.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. That's what I heard. I do get ads for like cruise nursing and cruise medicine, but I've never met anybody who's done that. And I did go on a Reddit dive once, and I don't think it would be for me.
What if we did that? What if I was like a part of the like cruise
chaplain?
Like band and played music, some live entertainment, and you could be the nurse. And I've seen those people that retire on cruises. They're just like, I could spend this much on a house, this much on property tax, this much on utilities. They added it up and they just basically said, like, this is how much it would cost to just have a normal house and utilities.
Right.
Let's reduce that by like 10, 20%, divide that by however many like tickets I need.
It's true.
In a month, and just go cruise to cruise.
Yeah. I don't think you would like that.
I would hate that.
No.
It'd be awful. And
no, one of my dream vacations is not a cruise, actually. I want to go to one of those really fun. And it is kind of like hokey in a way, but a very immersive like dude ranch situation in like Montana or Colorado. I would love that. Just like eat, beans and bacon over a fire and you rode your horses out there and now you're going to camp. That would be really fun.
Are you trying to make me a cowboy or like a British royal?
Oh, all of it.
But like I can't do it all. Can't do it all.
No, but just like a vacation. They do have these kinds of dude ranches where your vacation is, hey, you're going to take care of a horse for a week and this will be your horse and we're going to go camping.
I don't like horses. Horses freak me out. They're so beautiful. I love to look at them. riding just feels sketchy. I've been on a few, including I've ridden the biggest horse in the world, the biggest horse breed in the world.
You rode a Clydesdale?
People think it's Clydesdale. It's not.
What was it?
It's like a New Belgium or something. New Belgian? New Belgian horse. I could be wrong. Mel, look up is
the biggest horse breed in the world.
Biggest horse breed in the world.
Do you know what I rode?
It's probably going to be some really weird like horse from like Eastern Europe that we've never heard of. But
maybe
this one is so giant.
How did you ride?
I don't even think they could get a full saddle on it. I had to like kind of climb up, and they're so big they don't really run. They just kind of like they just kind of slowly gallop or jog. But
maybe
it's
trot.
Scary, and you're so high. I mean, it's crazy how much.
Are you sure it wasn't an elephant?
It looked like an elephant.
Well,
it was very scary. And Mel, what's the biggest horse breed?
The Shire horse, according to the Google.
Can you just look up New Belgian horse?
So one of my favorite things I did growing up was I rode a donkey around the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
No, it was very fun. It wasn't maybe a donkey, it's a mule, a donkey mixed with a horse. Okay, so it was a mule. And we did this experience where we were at the Grand Canyon and you could kind of like buy the experience and go on this mule ride all along the cliff's edge. And nowadays, that would scare the living daylights out of me. However, as a very naive and exciting and adventurous teenager, I was like, yes, let's do this. So then the dude ranch man was like, okay, you're going to ride Snowy White over there. And so I'm looking, there is no white one at all. And so he's like, oh, here she is. And he like slaps her on the neck. And it's this it was beautiful, pure black mule with like a bit of silver in its mane, named Snowy White, ironically, like those mafia guys who are named Tiny, but they're actually like the biggest dude. And we just rode this all along the cliff's edge of the Grand Canyon. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Your face looks like you just smelled a fart.
No, I did not. I don't like riding animals. I don't trust them.
So you're just imagining
I'm
it
just
being
imagining
so unpleasant.
riding on the edge of a cliff with a mule named Tiny or Snow White or whatever. And I'm just like, Snow White
It was very fun.
Is going to be the death of me. Mel, what'd you find out? Am I making it up? Is that a big horse?
It's a big horse.
Is that a real horse?
It's a real horse.
Look at the size of that compared to the guy. Wait till you see this photo.
Well, you better put that photo in the pod then.
It kind of looks like a child.
I will try and find that photo and put it into
Anyway,
Instagram.
I rode one and it was terrifying and I'm not interested in riding horses.
Well, I'll go with the kids.
Okay.
One of them. I'll just drag them with me. They'll be dudes on a ranch.
All right. Well, I have to get going.
Yeah.
I've got stuff to do.
Love you.
You got stuff to do.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah. Love you too. See ya.